working. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Hello, world. Yes, it is I once again, Librarian Barnacle, and quarantining, as we all should be doing with my English bulldog Joe. Isn't that right, Joe? Oh, he's ecstatic. And of course, we're quarantining here at the Barnacle Library. Or are we? Maybe we're quarantining in space. Wait, what? What? What is going on? I'm not in space. It looks like I am space. What the? What is happening? Oh, this is weird. Too weird even for me. Make it stop. Make it stop. Oh, that's better. That was freaky. Anywho, the folks at 826LA have said they want more Librarian Barnacle videos of me reading stories to you kids of the world. So today I'll be reading a book called Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. A story about a boy whose imagination goes out of control. It's a fable about letting your imagination grow wild. So try to rein it in a bit. So here we go. Sit back and relax for Where the Wild Things Are.
The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. And you see there's a photo of him hammering a nail into the wall to hold up some kind of a fort. He's standing on a stack of books. That doesn't look very safe to me. He seems pretty focused. And another. And here's a photo of him chasing what appears to be the dog of the house with a fork. I don't imagine he'll actually eat the dog if he catches it, but that dog is thinking, no, thank you. No, get away. My English bulldog Joe probably would feel the same way. Get away from me with that fork. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Yeah, that's some good parenting. I say, you're acting up. You go to your room. Talk to your mother that way. You're not going to eat up nothing. Yes. He does not look very happy. He looks pretty peeved. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. So you see, we got some trees in the room. As we all know, forests don't really grow in bedrooms. But I'm imagining this is Max's imagination. He seems pretty nonplussed about it all. Pretty standard for him. And grew. And so there's more trees and plants. And now he seems tickled pink about this idea. He likes where this is going. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And see, now his bedroom's completely gone, and he's just off in the forest, trouncing around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And so he's sailing off in this boat. The boat's name apparently is Max. He's looking at us pretty happy with himself. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. And so Max has discovered one of the wild things apparently after he's hit shore. Some kind of a water creature snorting smoke at him. He's a little scared. Yeah, I would be too. Thing looks, it's a scary looking wild thing. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. And you see, you got a couple of wild things there. One's riding on the back of the other. And Max does not look too happy about this. He looks pretty annoyed, in fact. Like, where are these wild things? And yep, as you can see, they are definitely showing their claws. And I don't know about the rolling eyes. And, rolling eyes would be looking straight up. Maybe they're just using their terrible eyes. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick. Now, I've seen magic before. I don't know if it's exactly a magic trick. There's no cards or a rabbit or anything. He's just kind of using maybe like hypnosis or something. But it's working. Of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Yes, clearly this hypnosis is working. They are terrified. They are under his will. And made him king of all wild things. Yeah, he's got a crown and a scepter. Yep, he's the king, and they are bowing. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Oh, you got photos of them look like they're dancing and howling at the moon. I guess this is what a wild rumpus is. I've never personally been to a wild rumpus, so I can only imagine this is pretty much par for the course, if you will. Oh, it looks like they're using the trees as like a jungle gym to hang around. And maybe they're having a contest to see who can hang longest, because that's something. Oh, and now they're leading Max on their back and leading the way. It seems to be a bit of a parade. I'm not sure for who. It seems like all the wild things are in the parade. So I don't know who would be watching. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. See, looks like they're all sleeping. That was quite the wild rumpus. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. Yeah, see, too much of anything, even too much of a good thing can be too much. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." See, you notice that's what we call a callback. You see, he said, "We'll eat you up." That's what Max said to his mom at the beginning. "I'll eat you up." So Max is sailing away. He's had a good time. He's happy. And all the wild things are sad to see him go. The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. As you can see, they're saying, "Hey, don't go. We were having fun." He was like, No, I'm hungry. I'm going to go. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. You can see here, maybe he's sleeping because it's been quite a while. It's a very long time to sail back home. And into the night of his very own room, where he found supper waiting for him. You see, that's nice. The mom gave him supper after all, even though she said, you aren't getting supper. She got him some supper after all. It's a good mother, good parenting. And it was still hot.
And that's the end of the book. There are more flowers here. And I tell you what, you can create your own background of flowers. I'll hold that up. Maybe that'll work. I don't know how this stuff works. Get your Polaroid out and take a photo of that or do something. I don't know. Anywho, once again, this has been Librarian Barnacle at the Barnacle Library saying good day.